Hold on a second. I'm just about to, oh man. I was just about to beat my high score too! Anyways, I love me some Tetris. People still say, I love me still, right? Anyway, who doesn't love Tetris, right? I bet whoever doesn't love Tetris is a bunch of communists, am I right?
Tetris was developed in 1984 by Alexei Pajitnov in the good old Soviet Union.
Wait a second. Okay, never mind.
It's a puzzle game where tetrominos, yes, that's actually what they're called, fall from above and you have to stack them or you die.
I hear that if you die in Tetris, you die in real life.
But what's really amazing is just how popular Tetris became. There are plenty of videos on YouTube that talk about it, probably.
If not, then I might just take up the mantle and do a video on Tetris myself. It could happen, right?
Who would have thought that such a simple game from the Soviet Union would have such an impact on the rest of the world? And more importantly, why?
I'd say that there are a couple main reasons why. Number one, it's easy to play.
Yeah, Tetris can literally be played by anyone. It's one of those games where you don't even need to explain it. You just know how to play it. There's no fairy interrupting you every few seconds explaining how to turn the pieces. No dialogue boxes explaining how to get a 4-line Tetris. Just you and the game. It's relaxing.
2, it's challenging.
Despite being simple to play, the game is quite difficult to master. As you gain points, the game speeds up, making every movement crucial in order to place your blocks properly. I hardly ever make it past level 10 myself.
And anyone who says that they're good at Tetris is lying. No one is good at Tetris. If you happen to see someone who says that they is, liar! Right to the face!
And 3, the music is utterly amazing and catchy.
And there's really one way to really appreciate the music. What you do is you get 2 Game Boys, and you get 2 copies of the game, and then you plug them in, really like this. Okay, perfect. Then, at the same time, you turn them on. It's very important to do that at the same time. And, perfect. Crank it up. Yeah, now you rock it out forever. Yeah, yeah.
In fact, an interesting thing about the music is that it's not original compositions for the game. Every piece is adapted from some famous Russian folk song or opera.
And the NES port has Carmen, which is French. But close enough, right?
There's also Tchaikovsky's work. You know, the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies from the Nutcracker, because reasons?
But the best part about it all is, when I was in high school, I learned how to play the Tetris theme. Guys want to hear it? Alright, great. Let me just get these strappies on and we will have ourselves a fun time. Alright. Hey, no, that's not very nice. But, yeah, I can't blame you for it. Good call, good call.
Due to Tetris being so successful, plenty of clones started to appear. Doing different variants of Tetris, of course, and that's where Tetrosphere comes in.
Finally, I gotta talk about this game. Remember when I did Aiden Chronicles, my first solo review and the launch of Skinkalink Reviews? Well, this was one of the 4 games I mentioned in that review that H2 Interactive designed and developed and it was the game that they did. It's one of those. And I gotta talk about it finally. It's a game. Yay!
In fact, it was the first game they developed, all the way back in 1997. But wait, the story doesn't actually start there. Apparently, Tetrosphere was originally going to be an Atari Jaguar game entitled Fear, spelled with a PH, in 1995. But when Nintendo saw it being showcased at WCES 95, they quickly secured the rights to Fear.
Wow, Nintendo really liked to rub salt in Atari's eyes and cripple them forever, right? Pretty messed up.
And after some intensive scheduling and rescheduling and harassment probably, because let's face it, it's 90s Nintendo. They imposed stricter restrictions than the US did on Cuba in the 60s.
Okay, maybe not. But it's called hyperbole, people. Named after the great mythical warrior Hyperboles, who is greater than even the great Hercules in every possible way possible. Possibly.
In any case, the game was released in 1997, and it was received fairly well, it seems, as long as you can trust these scores.
But that doesn't really mean anything to me, a very critical reviewer who obviously knows more than those fancy pants journalists with their fancy degrees and cars that they probably drive around in, and they probably even have food in their houses too. Oh God, I'm hungry. But enough of that, it's time to play the game.
Oh neat, you get a happy little jumping N64 logo. That's actually really cool. Most times N64 games have boring fade in and out logos, which automatically makes this game better than Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, and Star Fox 64.
And that's it. That's all I need to say. That's the best thing ever. Review over. Nah, I decided I really want to play this game, so gameplay I go.
Okay, well, we start out with having to pick a character. That's kind of weird, I guess. What's wrong with just being an anomalous entity that just drops shapes everywhere? Instead, I get to be a robot. Wait, I get to be a robot? That's awesome!
You know, being a robot is so much cooler than being a brain that's piloting a calcium-rich skeleton that's layered with carbon-based meat armor. Although, the way I described that is pretty cool too.
I guess I'll go with Wheels because apparently he's balanced between speed and power, which I don't know why that's really relevant. Oh, and in the versus mode, you see him face off against other robots and then totally flip out. You don't mess with crazy, friend. But I think I'm going to start with the single player mode, which is hide and seek. We get to see a cutscene with all the robots together, and one of which has the great idea to improve hide and seek by forcing whoever seeks to do puzzles. Why would that be fun?
Hey Hermes, do you want to play hide and seek? Do you want to play hide and seek? Yeah? Well, of course you do. Okay, I will hide and you seek, okay? Stay. Stay? Alright. Is it gonna be good? Oh my gosh, gotta find a hiding spot. Gotta find a hiding spot. Oh, here we go. Right here. Perfect. Alright. Hi, Simba. Just gotta wait. Hi, Simba. Hi, Simba. Hermes, you can't find me yet. You have to do this puzzle first. So, I win.
So, we get to start off with Multi as the first puzzle. All I have to do is uncover a picture to beat the puzzle. But, how do I do that, you might ask? Simple, you have to move your shadow cursor around until you line up with another shape and then press A to drop your tetromino. The space will light up to let you know that it's a valid place to drop also. Another thing to keep in mind is that shapes need to be completely adjacent to another like shape in order to be valid. This includes stacking vertically. You can also shift shapes around in order to move them into a position to blast them away with a drop. The main thing being, you need space in order to do it. You can also obliterate these little purple blocks by shifting or have them be next to the spaces being removed by a drop. So, once the picture is revealed, the puzzle is over. On to the next one, drill. On this one, there's a single picture that is hiding underneath the pink cone that when disturbed either by a drop or a shift, will drill down to the core, and then you can peek down the hole to see if the picture is there. Reveal it to win the puzzle. In fact, most of the puzzles are about revealing pictures. There's shift, where you gotta move parts of the picture around to make it right, connect, where you gotta reveal 4 pictures connected by a thin line, unique, which has a weird shape and you gotta unveil it.
Fun fact. When I was a kid, I didn't actually know how to say the word unique. So I said unique. And that's the thing that you all know now too. I think I'm embarrassed.
Brick. Make the brick fall to the core. Tower. Reveal the picture around the tower, but it's indestructible. Crystal tower. Same thing, except the tower will break and you die. Speaking of dying, you have 3 lives, which just translates into you mess up 3 times and it's game over. Oh, and there's a time limit too. If you take too long, then the sphere keeps moving closer and closer until you collide with it and take a life. There's also an array of weapons you can unlock to help remove pieces. When you get particularly good combos, this meter on the side fills up, and when it's full, you get a weapon. You can also drop on these slightly glowing tetrominos that have a slow chain, which you can then quickly drop to get another chain going in order to max out your combos. Oh, and then there's also these fire blocks in the sphere itself that serves the same purpose. Break one of these and you get the weapon. If you do it again, you get an upgrade. And there's like 5 weapons, each one better than the last, mostly. You start off with a rocket that does moderate damage. Then it'll upgrade to a dynamite, which has a wider range of damage. Then a magnet weapon that pulls blocks up wherever you point at. Then an atom thing that completely wipes off the top layer of the sphere. Then a heavy duty missile that does a lot of damage. But anyway, when you beat enough puzzles, you get to find a robot, and all you do is break the core enough for them to escape. Then you find them and capture them in a bubble. Because that's how you play hide and seek, right? That must be why Daphne is in a bubble in Dragon Slayer. She just didn't have good enough puzzles. Then once you captured your friend, you do the next one. Next series of puzzles. Each time seems to be adding like one more puzzle so it lasts longer. But you do the puzzles, find a robot. Then you do the puzzles and find a robot.
And guess what happens when you find all the robots? You win, right? Right?
All the robots escape their bubbles and you get to find them all over again.
That seems tedious, but it's fine if you like puzzles, right? Oh, and techno. If you like puzzles and techno, this game is definitely for you.
The tunes are definitely top-notch here. These songs are all earworms, especially the song where you find a robot hiding. Definitely worth a listen at the very least. And hey, the game plays nicely. There's also a puzzle mode which gives you a set amount of moves and drops in order to clear it out. And there's a versus mode as well. You can play with friends or even against a computer. And then there's rescue mode, which is the robot finding puzzle from hide and seek over and over again. Oh, and practice, which allows you to custom make spheres with as many shapes, layers, time, whatever. It's up to you.
Honestly, I think the biggest detriment about this game is that I can't really make any jokes about it. It's a solid game. There's nothing overtly funny about it. It's just Tetris and balls. Tetris and balls. I hear you're having trouble coming up with jokes. Yeah, there's just no jokes about... Wait, who the hell are you? I am Tetris Man! You're horrifying is what you are. Worry not, for I will help you out. Have you heard a joke about how only women like Tetris? That's really dumb because everyone likes Tetris, and that's a Brental Floss reference. Nonetheless, well, how about... I got nothing. What is this game? Tetrisphere. It's Tetris with balls. Oh, you want to see Tetris balls? Well, check out my Tetris balls. Oh no, please don't. Oh yeah, check it out. Oh man, why? Come on. Oh. Here, listen to them clack. Clack, 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 clack. Clack, 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 clack. Hear them clack, clack, clack. Hear them clack, clack, clack. Ah! No! What did you do? Ah! Well, that's Tetrosphere. A decent puzzle game, if not just a little bit weird.
I like it. It's good for a quick puzzle thrill. But it does get pretty repetitive after a while, especially when you have to play the hide and seek over and over again. But overall, it's really fun. H2O Interactive really did a good job making this game. If you happen to see this game out and about, go ahead and pick it up. It's worth it.
That was fun. Well, except that Tetris Man thing. That was really, really weird. What the heck was up with that? But maybe in the future I will be able to review some more Tetris variants. But until then,